Hello, this message is for Purnima. Um, I found out about your son recently through Tucker Carlson's show, and I just wanted to let you know I'm a whistleblower as well, and I'm also a psychic medium. And what happened to your son is happening to me right now. I'm currently being targeted for exposing crimes. Uh, I've exposed crimes that have happened within the music industry, Hollywood, um, and also crimes that took place within the FBI. So right now, the previous director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, has been targeting me. And I have another group of people that are targeting me as well that are connected with the music industry. So in 2016, I turned down a record deal from Quincy Jones, but the way that it was done was totally criminal. The way, like, I was basically abducted and held and forced to take some kind of deal. I refused, and ever since then, this group that's connected with this music industry, they're a cult, a coven. They have a lot of people that are members of this club in different areas. So they have a lot of people who are nurses, doctors, people in banking and finance. They have people all over that are in this secret society club. So there's a CIA agent named Mark Brown who was a part of the targeting initially in 2016 when I was like scouted and recruited to join this club and take the record deal. He's a CIA. He's no longer with the CIA because in 2019, this Mark Brown drugged me in a bar with GHB in California. But it's because I turned down the deal from Quincy, and he's been stalking me since 2016, this guy. And the FBI know about it, DHS know about it, and actually they're not helping me, Purnima. They're trying to cover up. So he's also involved in human trafficking, this Mark Brown. He works with a doctor at Emory University who's an anesthesiologist. And in 2016, Mark and also this Dr. Seth removed an egg from my body. They're also involved in human trafficking. So they're members of a human trafficking ring, but he's also CIA and he works with the music industry too. But when I told the CIA what he did to me, he drugged me with GHB at a bar in 2019 and he's been stalking me. Mark ended up getting fired from his job, and that was over the summer. So, but since the summer, Mark has been sending people to break and enter into my home and spread medical specimens that he gets from Seth Ehrlich, this doctor that stole the egg from me. So he gets these specimens. A lot of times it's hepatitis C or genital herpes. He gets them in liquid form, and then they're in like spray bottles, like perfume spray bottles. So it's very discreet. And they keep vials as well, but they spread the specimens through spraying in the perfume bottles, and then they also have vials where they mix in the specimens to like products like shampoo, conditioner, like your food. And so that's what they've been doing to me for the past 6 months. The FBI are completely aware. The Department of Homeland Security is completely aware. They know he's doing it to me. They refuse to help me, Purnima. They're waiting for me to get murdered because I exposed a crime that the previous FBI director, Christopher Wray, was involved in. So they're all being loyal to him. and they're literally setting me up to get murdered. So I'm going to explain about what this group. So they're all professionals when it's coming to breaking and entering into homes. They have universal keys. They can open any door, even if there's a deadbolt on it. They have tools that can remove, you know what I mean, the deadbolt from the inside of the apartment. They have tools to open that. And most likely, you know, I know that when your son died, the deadbolt was still in place in the apartment. As I said, I'm a psychic medium, and I'm going to be shown what happened. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, but over time, I'm going to learn what happened to your son. But I'm just letting you know right now, this is happening to me right now by this, and it's a CIA agent. He's no longer with the CIA that's doing it. So he sends people to break into my home while I'm asleep or while I'm out. The break-ins are really quick. They can do it super fast. They have keys, and then they're hackers as well. So any Ring camera, any programmable keypad that can be hacked into, they get the passwords and the codes for all of that. It's very simple for them to break and enter into pretty much any building. I know that the toxicology report said that your son had GHB in his system, which makes me think that this group that's targeting me also targeted your son, because they targeted another woman and killed her with GHB, and I've exposed that crime as well, and they ruled it as a suicide. Her name is LaShawn Massey. She's from Irving, Texas, and she wandered into a lake one morning and drowned. This was a lake that she would walk around every day for her morning exercise, but one day she just walked into the lake and drowned when she couldn't even swim. It was ruled a suicide, but I know that she was actually drugged by GHB or something similar by this group that is targeting me, and they broke into her home. They tampered with her food. They tampered with her water, with a cup she uses, whatever it is that she uses, and like for her morning routine, and she was drugged, and that happened. The police are ignoring it because, you know, who's responsible? It's this doctor from memories, Seth Ehrlich. It's the CIA agent, and then there was somebody in the music industry that was having an affair with this woman. His name is Antoine Patton, but he's the person. Quincy Jones and Antoine Patton were the people who offered me the record deal in 2016, but they work with Mark and Seth. So Mark and Seth killed this lady, LaShawn, because Antoine was having an affair with her, and Antoine had drugged her previously. They went on a trip together to Jamaica, and he drugged her at a resort. People at the resort saw, and I think he didn't want her talking. So later on, when she came back to the States, like after the vacation, she was drugged again, but she was killed. This group, they practice black magic as well. They're a satanic cult. They're a satanic cult that has basically infiltrated into our government, and a lot of people in our government and in the medical profession and the bank are members of this group. But they're not going to be able to be cloaked forever, and you know what I mean? So, no, this is not right what happened to your son, but I just want to let you know, I have a feeling that the CIA might have been involved in this group, this cult. And I also want to let you know they did cover things up. The fact that he had GHB in his system, that should not be ruled as a suicide. I'm going to see about the deadbolt, what happened with that. But the thing is, even if they didn't break in, okay, here's maybe they didn't break in, but he was drugged with GHB, and then he was out of it, and he was mind controlled to shoot himself. So he could have been drugged maybe even with his DoorDash order. Okay? I saw that he had just ordered food. This is something else that they do, Purnima. They drug. So I'm just telling, they have people that work at Uber, they have people that work at DoorDash as like a cover, you know what I mean? But they're literally working at Uber, or they're literally working at DoorDash just so they can poison people that this, you know, whistleblowers or people who speak out against this group. So this Mark Brown, he's, besides, you know, breaking and entering into my house, he has people that work for Uber. So I can't even take Uber right now because he could literally send me an Uber where, you know, I'm getting poisoned inside the Uber. He knows somebody at DoorDash where they drop off your delivery and your food is poisoned. The driver poisons your food. He's sending, and if I die or I get injured, Purnima, please follow up with, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. There's a Walmart Chamblee, okay? It's the Chamblee location. I've been working with them because I shop there, and Mark has actually been sending people in to spray medical specimens, hepatitis C, over the products that I buy. So drinks, you know, food, produce is getting sprayed down with hepatitis C. I told Walmart Chamblee, and because Mark is CIA, he deletes security footage. So he did that at Walmart Chamblee, but they saw their timestamps didn't match. There was missing footage. Like, you know, the timestamp says this, and then all of a sudden it jumps. Their security footage jumped and 30 seconds was missing, or whatever, a minute is missing. That's Mark Brown, he's not in the CIA anymore, but he has the capability to do that. And that's also why, Purnima, the fact that the apartment complex, the security footage was deleted, that came from the CIA. I know I would want to sue the landlord. I would want to sue the apartment complex, but it wasn't their fault, Purnima. It was somebody in the CIA, okay? And they might not have actually entered into the apartment, even though they can, and they can remove deadbolts. But the fact that the deadbolt was there, but there's GHB in his system, that food order that he had just gotten, I don't know if he ate it yet or if it had been delivered, but his food order could have had GHB in it, and then it's like you're blacked out drunk. But they even have mind control technology, Purnima, so he could have taken the GHB, been blacked out, and then they could have literally mind controlled him to pick up the gun and shoot himself. Okay? So, but I'm going to be shown more. As I said, I'm a psychic medium. But I want you to get this video. I want you to see it. Hopefully, you'll see it. But if not, if I die, if I get injured, if something happens to me, you can follow up with Tucker Carlson. And because I know he stood up for you. And that's why I'm working with him now too. And also Candace Owens. She's great. So you can work with them. And I've also left a USB with Nancy Grace. So they're aware of my story, and you deserve justice. You deserve to find out the truth. And this other lady, LaShawn, who was also murdered, and they said it was a suicide and it was GHB with her as well. She needs justice, and her family need justice. So, and Purnima, this has happened in the past. And I just want to let you know, I'm staying at an extended stay right now because the FBI and DHS refused to do anything about this Mark Brown. And Mark Brown, he sent somebody, a cartel contact, somebody who's involved in their group, in their human trafficking group. And Mark was plotting to have me killed in this hotel in this extended stay. And he was going to send up this guy, this cartel contact who's still at the hotel, to break into my room while I was asleep. And yeah, he would remove the deadbolt. He has a tool for that. break into my room while I was asleep, strangle me to death, and then tie a rope or tie a scarf around my neck. And then he had a fake suicide note that he wanted him to leave. So sometimes people that they're hanged, or no, a person strangled them to death and then put a rope around their neck and left a fake note. So this happened with Anthony Bourdain. This happened with Kate Spade, and it's possible it happened with even Robin Williams. But it was about to just happen to me now. But I confronted this person, this cartel contact, and I told him the truth. And I said, if you do, because I'm a psychic medium, so I knew that like that was gonna happen. I approached him, I told him who I was, I told him I'm a whistleblower, but if you kill me, people are gonna find out. It's gonna be a huge story and you're gonna go to jail. I took a photo of him too, but the FBI and DHS, they haven't done anything. So it's a true cover-up, Purnima. They're not protecting me. Like, I could be killed. I probably would have been killed if I didn't confront him. And then he realized, oh, this Mark Brown, he gave me these orders, but he didn't tell me the full story. That, yeah, this girl is fully aware that she's gonna possibly be killed, and she's told the press, and yeah, I got a photo of him, so he better not try anything. But that happened, Purnima. I think that your son was poisoned, and I don't know if they had already tried it before. Like if he had told you, if he had gotten sick before that happened, or they might have been attempting it, poisoning him for a while before the actual suicide. But I think that what happened is he got drugged from his food order, his DoorDash, and then he did it himself, but it was like a mind control thing. And I'm so sorry that happened, but I'm a psychic medium, and whatever they show me, I'm gonna let you know. But Elon Musk is aware of my story. He's aware of that. He has Mark Brown's phone tapped, and he's been stalking me. Elon, for the past year, Elon knows that about this suicide plot that was just about to take place, Purnima, and Elon didn't do anything about it. He didn't warn. So Sam Altman, he's like Elon. They're the same. Sam most likely knows what happened, and he might have even been responsible. He might have even sent the order for them to do it, but he's gonna act like he knows nothing. But guess what? Elon also is aware of what's happening to me, and he's not speaking up either. So I wanted to let you know that as well. Don't believe their lies. They knew what was going on. I'm going to keep you updated, but I just wanted to leave this video for you, and I'm so sorry what happened to your son, and I understand. What you need to do now is look into that DoorDash, the food delivery, who delivered it, and you might get some answers there. I'm going to keep getting psychic insights, and I will keep you updated. Thank you so much.